Bernstein on ESPN2. Roxy Bernstein. That's who was calling the game yesterday, along with some guy I'd never heard of before, who apparently was at one point won the College World Series. Somebody Clement, I believe. Anyway, Michigan.
Wasn't Bill Clement, I'll tell you that.
No, Michigan beat UCLA 4-2 to win the best 2 out of 3 Super Regional in Westwood, California, and the Wolverines are on to the College World Series for the first time in 35 years. Great accomplishment. Tommy Henry was the star on the mound for Michigan. 7 innings, 2 hits, 6 strikeouts. And a proud alum of the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor, Greg Hargrave, is wearing a Michigan baseball jersey today. Look at that.
Is that old school?
I don't even know what it is.
I know, this is something that I bought at Champ Sports
Yeah.
a long time ago, and I forgot that I had it in my closet, and actually forgot to wear it on Saturday night, my producer show, so I'm wearing it today.
Good for
Win or
you.
lose, he's going to wear it today.
Good for you. Pride in the Wolverines, absolutely. And I know Karsh will be talking a little bit about it because he's a huge fan. I wonder if he's going to try to go to Omaha. He really wants to go.
He
I mean,
should go.
if he can, it's not exactly an easy trip, I would think, to do a show on Friday. When do they play? They play Friday? Is that when it starts?
I think it's last I haven't figured out the schedule yet, but early indications I saw was Saturday.
Saturday, because obviously there's still some berths in the College World Series to be determined today. 2 more games today that went best 2 out of 3 to the 3rd game.
Look, I'm certainly no expert on college baseball, but to go in and play the #1 ranked team in the country on their field, and they actually should have, they blew the game Saturday night big time. They should have won in 2 straight games. So kudos to them.
And they won the 2 games where they were the road team.
Yes.
The game where they were the home team, they lost. They won the 2 games where they were the road team. All right, so tonight is Game 5 of the NBA Finals. The Raptors have a 3-1 series lead after winning rather easily on Friday night in Oakland in what could be the last game ever in that building. And now the Raptors will look to close it out tonight. They are heavily favored. They are I think I saw on ESPN bottom line yesterday, a 91% favorite to win the series. And as everybody knows, only one team has ever come back from a 3-1 deficit in the finals to win, and that was when the Cavaliers did it to the Warriors a few years ago. So everything points to a Raptors victory, and now we probably will see Kevin Durant, I think, in some form. I just have a feeling we will.
Probably.
Yeah.
The guy hasn't played in 5 weeks. I mean, how good is, as great as he is.
5 weeks? Has it really been that long?
Yeah.
Oh,
I know it's been over a month. So
okay. Yeah.
as great as he is, and arguably can say he's the best player in the league, it's not going to be Kevin Durant. I mean,
No, but it still is another option offensively and another option defensively. Defense is the problem for Golden State. They're just not playing good defense.
no, they're not playing.
And credit Toronto.
They're not playing smart, and that's the thing you mentioned. Toronto's just, I just think they're too good. In Golden State, even with Durant, he'll probably be, generously 60%, 70%. They're just too beat up. I mean, Looney came in the game. I completely didn't play. He obviously took a shot before the game. He was very ineffective. They just don't look like the same team, especially on defense.
Okay, so
And you don't want to bury them, but I think it would be very difficult for them to win.
well, if they win tonight, then all of a sudden they have to win 2 games.
Yeah,
I
I
mean? So
understand
I
that.
do think if they do it little by little. So here's my question. Is this the last stand for the Warriors dynasty? If they lose tonight, because I've been seeing all this talk about how the Raptors not only can win the championship, but they can end the Warrior dynasty. And I believe that talk is premature.
I believe it's premature as well. I'll tell you why. Look, even if Durant leaves, even if Boogie Cousins leaves, which is expected, you would assume, I mean, Clay's still a free agent, but you assume, let's say we live under the assumption that Clay comes back, so you have Curry and Clay and Draymond. Durant leaving, Golden State, to me, is still an attractive place for one of the high-priced free agents to go to. So
Right.
that's why I don't think the dynasty will be over.
Right. I mean, we talk about this all the time. We live in this world of sports absolutes, and a part of it is the nature of what we do for a living, and First Take and shows like that. That it has to be a declarative statement. If Durant doesn't play, the Warriors can't win. Right? Is Curry the best player in basketball? Blah blah blah. And I feel like now we're at this point, okay, where if you watch First Take again later on this morning, it will be, is the Warrior dynasty over? And it's like, let's let it breathe a little bit. It might be. Was it over when the Eagles beat the Patriots? Was it over for the Patriot dynasty?
No.
because they went back to the Super Bowl the next year and won it.
The only time the Patriots dynasty was close to being over, you could argue whether winning a championship is that obviously important, but they went almost a decade without winning the Super Bowl.
Right.
And they were still really, really good.
And you had the whole Trent Dilfer thing, oh, this team's just not very good right now.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is that no matter what happens in free agency during the offseason, next year when the Warriors take the floor, they're still going to have Stephen Curry, who we all agree is certainly a top 10 player in this league. They're going to have Draymond Green, who is a top 20 player in this league.
But for that team, yes.
Okay. Give me 19 then. Go ahead. Give me 19 then. And, and they will have money to play with in free agency, even if they lose Klay Thompson. Okay?
Right.
They still are going to have, and they'll have, my guess is, a significant, they have a brand new arena they're moving into. They have become an attractive destination for free agents. I don't think that goes away simply because Durant maybe leaves.
No.
And, other teams in the Western Conference, is the gap closing? Certainly, I wouldn't make them the favorites to win the West, but they're still going to be a contender. Absolutely. So how do you say the dynasty's over if they're going to have two of their most important players back off of a team which has won basically, 55 to 60 games a year for the past 5 or 6 years? Like, let's just slow down on the whole dynasty being over. Like, Buster Olney, who's great at what he does, he wrote a great book about the Yankees, and he wrote The Last Night of the Yankee Dynasty. And it was based on Game 7 of the 2001 World Series, even though they went to the 2003 World Series. And his point was, when they lost the Diamondbacks, it was clear that the dynasty was starting to unravel. Paul O'Neill retired after that World Series, and someone like the longtime Yankees, well, they went back and they played in the 03 World Series and lost to the Marlins. And then they went, obviously years later when A-Rod was there and won it again in 2009, I think.
Yeah, they beat the Phillies.
They beat the Phillies. But I think the lesson in his book was, you don't know you're watching the end of the dynasty until the dynasty's actually over. Correct. Like when the Warrior dynasty is over, and it will be over eventually, and maybe in the next couple of years, we can look back and say, okay, that was maybe it, that was maybe it. The fact of the matter is, when the 2019 season starts, the Warriors will be a team that's going to be in the mix. We just don't know what that team's going to look like.
Right. I mean, like we said, with all the free agents available and the money we assume that they will have, if Durant we assume doesn't come back,
Right.
they should be able to get some good players.
Right. And there's some pretty good free agents out
They
there.
have a good free agent.
Why wouldn't they want to come play in Golden State, where they seem to have everything going for them, including, like I said, a brand new arena?
Right.
I'm just, we all have different definitions of what a dynasty is. I don't think there's any debate anymore that the Warriors have put together a dynasty. 3 championships in 4 years. That's pretty dynastic.
I agree.
And dynasties can lose.
Yes. Look
Right.
at the Spurs.
Look
They
at the
win all the
Spurs.
time.
Right. Look at the Patriots. Look at the Red Wings. I think the Red Wings had a dynasty. It's okay for teams to lose. I think there's too much wrapped up in the narrative of this team to Kevin Durant and whether or not he has to come back. And I think what they proved in the conference finals is that they're pretty damn good without Kevin Durant. I think what they're proving in the NBA finals is they're maybe not championship level without Kevin Durant.
Exactly. Well, the championship level leaves the dynasty question, and if they would get somebody else, whether Kemba Walker, let's say, whoever, there's tons of free agents available. They're still going to be really, really good. The question also is when does Father Time start catching up with Steph?
Soon.
Clay,
I mean, it's not going to last forever.
No, the only way it lasts forever is if for some reason they get a free agent who's young enough or get lucky in some draft pick who turns into like a Kawhi Leonard type of player you never expected was going to be a elite player.
Right. It's like the Packers getting Aaron Rodgers or the 49ers getting Steve Young. It's being able to have something and then continue it on to the next generation, which the Red Wings really kind of did, handing things off from Yzerman, if you will, to Zetterberg and Datsuk, and they maintained that. I mean, the one constant was Nicholas Lidstrom, but still, they did kind of change the nucleus of the team.
Do you think they would win? The Warriors would be, I think they'd be tied right now, just if they were completely healthy besides Durant.
Oh, besides Durant, they would have won one of them.
Yeah, I think they're good. I think they're the better team, completely healthy without Durant.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. I think they'd be winning. I think they'd be up 3-1. I really do. Because think about it, they didn't have Klay Thompson for a game, right? So you're talking about Klay playing in another game and Durant.
And then they rely on his defense.
Right.
It was suspect the other night simply because, he
played pretty
obviously
good the other night.
I know, but you still got to play gingerly. I mean, when you have a hammy, You're not going to go out there and go crazy.
Yeah. I mean, look, before the series started, I thought the Warriors were going to win rather easily. So I've been disappointed / surprised for sure. But I think if Durant were there, yeah, I think they were.
Well, if Durant was there, it's not even a question.
Well, that's what he asked.
No, he said if Clay was. No, he said even without Durant.
Everybody's healthy except for Durant.
No,
Except for Durant.
See, I don't think they win without Durant.
I do. See, I do. That was the question. I
do.
To me, with Looney completely healthy, and even Cousins. Let's say Cousins was in, tip-top shape, regular season form.
Yeah,
Maybe. I just think Toronto's really freaking good.
they are. They're absolutely
They're
very
like the Pistons with a superstar
Yes.
when in the 2004 era. They are. They did because the Pistons didn't quite have a Kawhi.
The Pistons ever, I don't think a single starter ever scored in double digits. They're all single digits. 248-539-9797. In your mind, is this the end of the Warrior dynasty, or can the dynasty live on? What's better than Tiger tickets? Free Tiger tickets. That's why Chevrolet and 97 Won the Ticket have teamed up to give some of our lucky listeners free tickets to an upcoming Detroit Tigers home game. Tune into our show, Jamie and Stoney, for your chance to win. Brought to you by Chevrolet, proud sponsor of the Detroit Tigers.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
This report brought to you by First State Bank's hometown mortgage team. First State Bank is your home team bank when it comes to mortgages. This all-star lineup includes great rates, local decisions, and a fast close. That's a home run. You just round the bases. Learn more or apply online at fsb.bank/home team. First State Bank, equal housing lender, and MLS number 462643. 696 westbound at Orchard Lake Road. A disabled is in the left lane and shoulder. There's a crash on 94 eastbound after E-Course Road and 275 southbound after E-Course Road. Traffic also brought to you by Oaks Roofing. For roofing, the most honest roofing company in town is Oaks Roofing. Now is the best time for a complimentary assessment on your roof. And now is the best time to beat a price increase on materials installed in one day. Go to oaksroofing.com. That's OAKES roofing.com. I'm Michelle Pena on the WWJ 24-hour traffic center.
The Detroit Tigers play the Kansas City Royals. Pregame tomorrow at 7:50 on 97.1 The Ticket.
Is it possible to have access to the highest quality health care whenever your family needs it? Count on it. Count on Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan to give you access to the care you need. With the largest network of top doctors and hospitals. Because when you find the doctor that's right for you, you should be able to choose her. Access and choice. It's healthcare coverage that works the way you want it to. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Confidence comes with every card.
This CBS Sports Minute is brought to you by North Bloomfield Properties.
This is Boomer Esiason with the CBS Sports Minute. On Friday, the Jets finally got their man, new general manager Joe Douglas. While long-suffering Jet fans were shaking their heads over the unexpected and strangely timed firing of Mike Maccagnan, the hiring of the universally liked and respected Douglas is also baffling to the fan base. If he's so good, many cynical gangrene diehards are wondering, then why on earth would the former Ravens, Bears, and Eagles executive join the Jets? Turns out he did resist somewhat, in part due to uncertainty over his future when Ambassador Woody Johnson returns from England. A 6-year contract solved that problem. The primary motivating factor is that there are only 32 general manager positions in the NFL. So when one becomes available, it really is tough to pass up. Speaking of which, also on Friday, the Texans fired their GM, Brian Dane, 1 year into his 5-year deal. So what are they thinking? I'm Boomer Esiason.
Finding it tougher and tougher to get to the grocery store? Then let Walmart do it for you. Simply make your list, set a time for free pickup or delivery, and then go about your day. Walmart Associates will pick the best items for you, including fresh produce, and get it ready. It's quick, it's easy, it's convenient, and satisfaction is guaranteed or you get your money back. Simply download the Walmart grocery app to get started. Use my code, WOWFRESH, and get $10 off your first order. It's just a $50 minimum purchase and doesn't expire until December 31st, 2019. Small fee applies.
The weather's heating up, which means it's the perfect time to get that next job done. At AutoZone, we have the free services you need to do it right. Like our AutoZone Rewards program. Sign up is free, and you get a $20 reward every time you spend $20 or more 5 times. Want to restore your ride's shine? Our line of Chemical Guys Auto Detail products is exactly what you need to have your ride looking great. With more than 5,600 locations nationwide, getting the job done just got easier. See terms at AutoZone.com/rewards. Restrictions and details in store.
Lucky Draw is back at MGM Grand Detroit. So get ready to get lucky playing all your favorite slots and lucky draws every 15 minutes from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Friday in June. And you can win up to $10,000 in cash. It's the Lucky Draw, exclusively at MGM Grand Detroit. Visit the M Life Rewards desk for all the exciting details. Must be 21 or older. Grand times ahead.
This human resources professional is a rock star thanks to Kronos. And this is her hype song. Have HR, payroll, talent, and time. Now we're engaging all the best people. Kronos, HR solutions for the modern workforce and the people who support them. Learn more at kronos.com/HRswagger.
At Indeed, we believe a resume is a great way to see an overview of a candidate, but you're not hiring a resume, you're hiring a person. That's why Indeed offers tools that help bridge the gap between a candidate and the resume, like skill tests, which let you actually see a candidate's abilities in action to make sure they're a good fit for the job. See beyond the resume with Indeed. Experience Indeed for yourself today and get a free sponsored job upgrade on your first posting at Indeed.com/promo. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. Mortgage interest rates right now are at an 11-month low. Call 248-308-5000 or chat with us online at davidhallmortgage.com. Lower payments, better options, more personal attention.
Parents, do you want to save your child's life? 97.1 The Ticket Student Heart Check can help. Make the time to have your child checked. Contact the Ernst Cardiovascular Center at Beaumont Hospital in Royal Oak. Learn more at 971theticket.com.
Now available for download. Always Aggravated. A Mike Valenti signature podcast. Get it on radio.com and Apple iTunes.
Tonight on NBC as Boston scores 4 in the third. They beat the Blues 5-1. Brad Marchand, a goal and an assist. And they will play Game 7 in the Stanley Cup Final on Wednesday night in Boston.
The goal you just heard, you could definitely categorize as a soft goal. It bounced, and then Binnington had a hard time. Didn't stop the
He was
puck.
fighting the puck all night, Sonny.
He did not have a great game. It was 3. You know,
The intervention for Game 7. Has any team ever done that?
Yeah, great. 3. So it was 3. It was 3-0, and then St. Louis scores a goal that they had to go to review to see if it went in. Like they kept playing, and like from 5 different angles, you couldn't tell on the front of the angles. Yeah, you know what? The puck actually went in and out. Game 3-1. Building was juiced a little bit, and then Pasternak scored to make it.
Yep, and Bruins win 5-1, so they'll play Game 7 Wednesday night. Game 5 of the NBA Finals is tonight in Toronto. I can only imagine what that city's going to be like.
People were waiting in line last night for Jurassic Park.
Yes.
Actually, Saturday, I think.
I was going to say, I thought I read Saturday that they were waiting to get into Jurassic Park for today. So, is it already open?
I don't think so.
Wow, that's going to be crazy.
I know.
So, we'll see what happens there. Obviously, a lot of focus
I saw Rory McIlroy that gave a Raptors jersey.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
He did the QVC Canadian Open?
Yes, indeed.
So, obviously, a question is going to be about Durant tonight and if he's going to play, and you know, if that news gets out and when it gets out, and what Steve Kerr's going to do. Steve Kerr's been pretty upfront about the whole thing. I don't think he's really lying in the weeds or playing the long game. I mean, he said at the end of the Houston series, going into the Portland series, you guys need to calm down about the whole KD thing. Because at the time, people thought if they got to the West Finals, that Durant would return. Well, he didn't play in that. They won in 4 games. And then people assumed that he'd be ready for the finals, but they said pretty far out in front of that. No, not necessarily. He might not be ready for the finals, and he has not played yet. He has practiced, and so you figure if a guy can practice, then he should be able to maybe give it some go.
Well, I was listening to some stuff yesterday, and they said even though he practiced, it was so obvious he's not ready to play. What they were inferring from other players.
Yeah.
Who the hell knows?
Right.
I mean, that's going to be interesting. I didn't realize basketball was like, you know, like hockey. I mean, they're not saying obviously lower body, they're saying strained calf. But the more and more you hear, it's an Achilles too. I mean, I don't think it's ruptured, or else it would be completely out.
Yeah, he is walking. I mean, you see him, at the very least, you see him walking around, in and out of the locker room,
Without a
and
limp.
down the tunnel, without a limp. And if you tear your Achilles or rupture your Achilles,
Yes.
you're not walking. So,
I mean, I think a legitimate question is, should he play because of his personal situation? Meaning, if he's 50-50, go out there and give him 20 solid minutes and make a couple shots. But pending free agency, and this may be his humongous deal.
I don't know that he wants a humongous deal, first of all. Second of all, he'll still get it. I mean,
If he tore his Achilles,
If he had to sit out a year, he'd still get it.
if he is so concerned with his legacy, which it sure seems like he is, because on the social media and everything, he's very thin-skinned when it comes to critiques and criticisms. And obviously, he heard all the stuff saying the Warriors are better without Durant, and even responded to those things heading into the NBA Finals. Then he's got to. I just think he has to be a basketball player tonight, and that is, if he can play, he plays. I mean, he can't be all. I don't know. He's already made more money than he's ever going to need. His legacy is he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. He's one of the greatest shooters, greatest scorers the game's ever seen. He can only add to it by playing.
well, he could if he is showing, if he's limping and he performs.
Yeah.
I mean, he could go down as one of the great unsung heroes, or one of the great heroes of all time.
I think when it comes down to this level, and this stage of the finals in his career, if he can go, he's going to play. He's not going to hold himself out because of free agency.
I hope not.
No,
I tend to agree with
makes
you.
no sense.
Yeah.
Not as a game time decision? That doesn't creep into your mind a little bit? If you're a true game time decision.
No, because you want to win it.
I don't know. I just feel like if he thinks he can play, he's going to play.
And we talk about it, and we talk about his legacy. I mean, he could also be thinking, all right, one side says, okay, I got to worry about my free agency. The other side saying, I play, and I lead this team back to 3-1. I'm the greatest player of all time.
Oh, yeah. That goes through his mind as well.
Yeah.
But I think it's fascinating. I mean, like, Charles Matthews, if people I've probably read, was working out with the Boston Celtics, the Michigan player, and he tore his ACL. And so, I mean, talk about a horrible turn of events for a kid who's hoping to get drafted, and now he's injured. So what's he hoping for? Best case scenario.